All right, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? I was having some audio issues, so I had to fix some things. All right, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, I think I got it. Yeah, I accidentally kicked myself out. All right. So, good morning. I see Dish in the house. I see Ceci in the house. Good morning, love. How you doing? Cherry's here. KB. All right. Woo! Damn StreamYard, man. I swear. It's always something. It's always something with StreamYard. All right. So, um, I'm gonna open it up with if you know Hector, you know he has a channel, right? Called Papi Chulo. So I'm an admin on his channel. All right. So I want to give you guys a little insight on what it's like to hang out with Hector and the guys every day. He's on Monday through Fridays. He usually starts at 9:30, but when he's hanging out with Uncle Epstein, it depends. It depends. So, yeah, let me give you guys a little quick promo on that, and then we'll start off the show.
Dogs create separation. Oh, goodness, right to the midsection. Now set with Riddle. Continues the assault with a buckle bomb. Riddle reverses. Dog's gonna hunt. Spear! Go! Black avoids it. Oh, but the kick connects. Oh, my God. Super kick by Velveteen Dream. Oh, knee. Oh, one more attack. Oh, yeah. Interception. Get out of it. Opportunity has been opened. Out of the way! Airborne! Headed to the barricade! Clear the track! Strowman it's
All right. So, like I said, good morning. This is an interesting topic that I no, it's not about sports. Um, I came across an article, right? Because I was interested in what the future holds for gig drivers in the gig economy. No, we're not. Oh, Ceci, it's not about sports. So it's weird because it's kind of hidden in plain sight. On the DoorDash website, I found that they're rolling out programs for what's that, Brian? They're rolling out programs to start drone deliveries, like actual drones doing deliveries, and they're in two different cities right now, and they're already rolling it out. Amazon is also hopping on the bandwagon with that. Walmart is even starting up. So how it works is the order is placed, the order is received, processed, and packaged. A drone is loaded before takeoff to a specific drop-off point. The drone hovers above its destination and lowers the package to the ground where it's received by the customer, and the drone returns to its hub or home base. And I don't know if we need to be worried or not because, okay, one, the drones aren't going to be able to, like, well, unless they manufacture one that way, to handle like the large grocery orders and dropping off the large last mile deliveries like Brian does here in the chat. Um, but for the smaller orders like food delivery, like DoorDash has partnered with a company called Wing, and they've already started rolling it out in two different cities. And before anybody goes, oh well, it's not going to expand. Well, remember the tier system? Yeah, it was also started out in two different cities, and look how it is now. So, hey, Lisa, what's up? Technology. Are they looking to put drones in the place of drivers, right? Because that would reduce their, carbon footprint, right? If they don't have all these drivers on the road, in cars, in trucks, in vans, clogging up traffic when they can just send a drone out and boom. So whether or not a lot of you want to be, naysayers and stuff like, oh, there are obstacles. There are obstacles. Like, of course, they have to pass FAA regulations. There's laws and stuff that have to be put into place. Like, we're going to have all these drones flying around in the air with little DoorDash bags. Well, it's already started, like I said, first of all. And, DoorDash has partnered with Wing to deliver Wendy's orders via drones to customers in Christiansburg, Virginia, and one other city. I didn't get the other city, but, Walmart is expanding its drone delivery service to encompass three-fourths of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, shipping groceries with the help of companies like Wing and Zipline. So they're putting it into place, right? They're already testing it out, and it's not just in the U.S. Places like Ireland, all the way to Tel Aviv. I read about programs that are already starting up. So. Is it just a matter of time? What's up, Silicone? How you doing? Good morning. Is it just a matter of time for us? I mean, Lisa, I can't imagine that. Well, it's not like the drones can pick up a catering and set it up, right? I mean, I think we're pretty safe there. And like I said, the large last mile deliveries. But we're already sitting around in our cars with DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, like several different apps turned on, and it's crickets, especially during those slow hours between lunch and dinner and whatever, when people aren't exactly quick to order. But if they start rolling out these drone programs, and it might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, might not be everywhere, even next year, like I said, they have to pass all those laws and regulations and stuff. Are they looking, because in the end they're looking to cut costs. I already covered that in the first episode. That's their major thing. Like, they have to pay off these investors, Uber has already acquired Instacart. I don't know if any of you guys have read up on that. So it's all about cutting costs. It's all about making these mergers and these business deals. There are expanding also beyond food delivery to e-commerce. Amazon uses drones to deliver orders in under an hour and is developing lighter and quieter drones. UPS has also received approval to operate drones. Yeah, drones can't carry water. Yeah. Flight, air traffic. Yeah, yes. They have to overcome, and plus. Will the customers support it? Right? Because, the DoorDash information, they have it like on their own website. They have it laid out. They have they have instructions on how the customer would go about ordering. They would select drone delivery. And the thing is, drone delivery on DoorDash is free. They're not charging anything extra. Right? So DoorDash wouldn't have to worry about rolling out new programs. They wouldn't have to worry about dealing with people's acceptance rates. There's so many things. One of those DoorDash drones. Yeah. I wish I had a picture. I should have uploaded a picture to my phone, but I was kind of in a hurry getting this started. But yeah, thanks for the picture. Amazon already has drones. Yeah, I saw pictures of that too. They're also rolling out drone deliveries for medical supplies, delivering essential medications to patients. I don't know how that would work because there's like HIPAA stuff going on with that, right? And I'm thinking, okay, so what if the drones like land somewhere and accidentally hit something like a car or whatever? I would hope that they have some kind of like radar or something that would gauge the area for people, or whatever. This is all about finding ways to not pay us. Yeah, that's the thing, Ceci. We're already dealing with, well, everybody else is that's doing DoorDash is already dealing with that, the tier system on DoorDash, trying to get to that platinum level so they can get those large orders and all those benefits that come with the platinum level. But on the back end, they're already thinking about ways to, in a sense, eliminate the driver from the equation. You know, so Uber Eats is already making moves to get a little higher on that market share, right? Because DoorDash is king as far as the market share. Ceci, I wonder what Grubhub's plans are, right? Are they going to? Because I didn't see on all the articles I read, I didn't read about Grubhub. Like I didn't see anything what they have in plans for their future. Yeah, drone can only go so far. You're right. Also, emergency delivery is being tested in a place called Vanuatu. It's made up of more than 80 islands, right? Using data from UNICEF to do drone delivery trials for routine childhood vaccines. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that are going on that they partner with. Oh, they have. Gotcha. Grubhub's plan is to listen. They should. She is the best. She is the queen. Just let the GPS on the drones, our self-drivers cars mess up. Yeah. What's up? Good morning, Heidi. How you doing? So altogether, around 500,000 commercial drone deliveries occurred in the first half of 2023 alone, and that was last year. Now we're into this year, so I don't know. I just can't believe that. I didn't get an email from DoorDash saying, "Hey, by the way, we're kind of looking to replace you." Here's the picture of the drone we have already in the air, delivering to some old lady. So we're giving her Wendy's, and you're not. So yeah, but it is on their website. If you Google drone deliveries, I believe the top two that pop up are DoorDash and Amazon. Walmart is not far behind on that. I mean, what's up? Why do these companies have to pay for anything you give them, everything for $2 base pay? They can't replace us. It's more cost effective to pay you guys base pay and not have to pay for the car or insurance or upkeep and have no. It's just sit in the parking lot for free. Yeah, KB, that too. Incidentals, right? So it's a big back and forth. It's a big back and forth. The companies are looking to save money, and reduce the carbon footprint because people get stuck in traffic, right? Things go wrong. People get into accidents, blah, blah, blah. A lot of drivers are late for many reasons. Shout out to Eric. How you doing? Good morning. A lot of drivers are late or don't arrive to the destination for various reasons. The orders get messed up or not picked up at all or stolen. They don't have to worry about with the damn drone. They load up the drone and send it on its way. But at the same time, incidents, accidents with the drones. Dude, what if, I hope that GPS unit and that pin that the customer sends out, like, hey, drop it off here. I hope it's exact and correct. Drones give off less carbon emissions and consume less energy than delivery trucks, vans, and cars during last mile deliveries. And smaller deliveries over shorter distances. So, yeah, it's a lot of things. But this is the thing though, they can't set up the caterings. They can't drop off pallets of God knows what, or whatever Brian's, dropping off all of his large, heavy deliveries. He has a large van, and I'm late because of traffic. Yeah, let me make sure everybody has their adjustable. Okay, got it. All right. So, I don't know. It's something to think about. You know, they're already not being forward with all this. You have to go and look for it. So, what else is in their plans? What else are they going to put out there? Is it a new program? I don't know how you guys are doing out there with the tier program. I really don't know. I heard there's a lot of struggles trying to keep that AR up. They also can't get a customer signature. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. Like especially for those medical ones, medical deliveries. Like it's sensitive, right? It's a privacy thing. It is. So, but they have plans in place, obviously. But yeah, so it starts off with Wendy's and then what? Popeyes? I don't know. I don't know. And then CVS, Walgreens, who knows? That too. Bad drone. Bad drone. Deactivation for the drone. Yeah. Johnny number 5 gets deactivated in the latest DoorDash article. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. Aside from superstars like Ceci and Ronald and stuff that do really good with one app, Grubhub and DoorDash and stuff. There are people like me, like I can't rely on just one in my market in my area. I have to do several. Caterings, Instacart is king with me right now. A lot of people shop, especially in the mornings. I'm in an area that have a lot of offices, and they order snacks and drinks for the office, or things like that. And the caterings, the medical offices are the ones that order, the medical reps or whatever those are called. Johnny number 5. You remember that movie, Brian? I think it was called Short Circuit. I miss it. I know. I can't do the accent, but yeah, remember the robot? Short Circuit was a really good 80s movie. But I'll go ahead and drop the link. Um, that's pretty much what I have. I didn't want to go into a ton of research and say, I don't want to be one of those people like the professor of the University of Harvard, blah 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 blah. No, fuck that shit. It's so boring. I didn't like it in school, and I don't like it now. I'm just gonna talk. I will do a little bit of research, of course. Obviously, I did. But I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go right to the source. So I'm gonna look on Amazon's website. I'm gonna look on DoorDash's website and see what they say, because sometimes these professors get things misconstrued and take things out of context, and I don't want to be one of those people. Are you really? Wait, what day is it? It's a Saturday? You've got one on a Saturday? God, I love slash hate you right now. All right, I think I did that right. I hope I did that right. If I didn't do that right, let me know. She get what? No. What's up, trainer? How's it going? You have 2 caterings on a Saturday and you get them on Sundays. Must be nice. Listen, I don't know whose cheeks you're kissing, Lisa, but congratulations, because yeah, it's a toss up whether I even get any during the week. It's a flight. These gig apps, man, they're getting popular. What's up? How you doing, George? Yes, she has catering orders for days that end in Y, like every single day. She's come up. she's come up in catering. Like she started out and now she's a superstar. So given that technology is evolving and they're already starting to roll out food orders via DoorDash and other apps right now. Even smaller food like grocery orders, like maybe convenience stores and stuff like that. Yeah, you might want to start expanding your gig portfolio beyond those apps. Look into better things. Look into other things because as much as I would like to say, oh, it's not here now, don't fucking worry about it. Listen, I have too many friends out there that do this shit full time. They do this shit to feed their families, their kids. They pay their bills with these apps. So I can't be like, oh, don't worry about it now. Well, you're gonna have to worry about it at some time. And I don't know whether it's next year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Like I said, there's a lot of shit they need to get done. Sassy, I don't do any of them. Yeah, Josh, don't be jealous of Lisa. Like, hey, I don't think she got there that way. You know, if she did, she put in the work, regardless. So, as a customer, think of yourself as a customer. Think of yourself as a customer. And remember, DoorDash isn't charging for this service, okay? Would you or would you not trust a drone to deliver your food? Thumbs up, thumbs down. They're not charging you extra. They're asking for, the little pin to your location kind of thing. Where do you want it? Front yard, backyard. Just out of curiosity, if it was available in my area, I might try it once. I might try it once just to see. I might try one. It's free. You know, would the drone be required to take a picture of the drop off like we do? Well, actually, we would have to come out and get it, right? Because it's in like a little basket thing, right? And it lowers it to the drop off. Like you would have to go out there and get it. So you can't say you didn't get it. Jersey, what's up? Hold on, let me dress you up. You're gonna scare away the chicks. There you go. You're good now, Jersey. Thank you for stopping by. I would try it once. I'm not sure yet. I have to watch it in action. I know. I couldn't find any videos of them doing one of those Wendy's orders. I don't know if they're trying to be private, but if they've already rolled it out in two different cities, I don't see what the big deal is. But if I find one, I'll put it up. At least in a drone, it might use its hot bag. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things. Technology is ever evolving. Like, think about this. Think about this. Think about how fast it goes, right? You buy the newest iPhone or the newest Android, like the newest Samsung, whatever, right? How long does it take for the next upgraded model to come out with all the newest shit on it? All the newest programs, the glitz, the glamour, whatever. Not very long, right? So, are we going to get beat by technology in the end? Because, like I said, oh, you were listening on your TV? I can see it now. People using things to shoot. I know, Heidi. I live in the hood. Like I live. No, I live in the hood. I live in the hood. Okay, I cannot have nice things. Um, I think the nicest things that I own are like my closet full of content creator merch. Other than that, no, can't have nice things. Yeah, they're not ready for Jacksonville craziness either. In LA, holy crap. Yeah. Like remember, okay, what are those machines? They had the robots they had rolling around on the sidewalks delivering like Uber Eats orders or whatever. I forget what they're called. Somebody put it in the chat if you remember what they're called. And then the people were like damaging the robots, right? Stealing the food and like beating the robots up, the defenseless little robots. The Raz, no. The white gummy watermelon. See, Brian, I'm not a watermelon person. I have the Miami Mint one, and I'm kind of stuck with it. Like when I did smoke cigarettes like this years ago, um, I did like menthols and stuff, and this is like the closest thing to it. It's not harsh in any way, shape, or form, or what. The fruity flavors of the vapes, I don't know. Yeah, the robots didn't make it past 2 days, so the two cities that DoorDash has this program rolled out in where they're delivering the Wendy's orders, they're like two cities I've never heard of before, like at all. Like small towns and stuff, like Christiansburg, Virginia. Where the hell is that? So imagine LA. I can't. Detroit. I yeah. It's going to be interesting once they start expanding. Once they really put the money into this to get shit done, and they start expanding. It was in my queue. I accepted it 5 minutes later and removed it. Today I woke up and they're offering it again. The hillbillies? What, KB? What do you mean the hillbillies? Because they also brought up a point. Okay, if you're me, okay, they also brought up a point where like rural areas that are less accessible, um, drones would be more efficient in getting the products to. It says the convenience of drone delivery could be a game changer for those seeking everyday essentials in rural, can't say it real good, areas and small towns. Increased cost efficiency for smaller businesses with orders consisting of fewer and lighter items. Completely small orders quickly can save lesser known companies time and money. So, they can't go into buildings. What's freaking Gucci? Candy. Hold on. And KB. Hold on. All right. Yeah, they can't go into buildings. Like I said, obstacle. What is? Why am I? Can't you get up on your own? Why am I letting you up?
Yes, I was trying to fix myself first. You almost showed my face, dang it.
Oh. I didn't see your face, dang it.
I was back there trying to figure out why I can't hear, why I can't anything. Hold on.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I mean,
all right, Lisa.
Really do I sound okay?
Get it done.
Do I sound okay?
You sound okay.
That's the first question.
You sound okay.
All right. I don't know why you sound so low to me. Is the question.
I don't know.
So how are you?
I'm good. Okay. So what do you think? I know you're like a naysayer, right? Because you told me this before on our phone call. Like, no, it's not going to happen. Jerry, it's happening. It's
right,
literally
but it's happening on such a small scale. It's not relevant. I mean,
that's how they start out. You know how fucking DoorDash is. Yeah, DoorDash is like the fucking plague. It starts out small and then. So yeah.
Oh my God! So get a real job, everybody. It's called a gig. It's temporary.
If you want to make full-time money doing a part-time job, understand that you could wake up tomorrow with nothing. So just keep that. The conversation is good for me, Craig, because you guys are doing a part-time job full-time. So it reminds us that everything is temporary. Look at the guy that owned the rights to the copyright on an 8-track player, and he thought he was going to be a trillionaire, and then everybody bought cassettes, and then everybody bought CDs, and then everybody downloaded their shit. So, I mean, the world changes. We evolve. We grow. And the low-waged, low education, you don't need any skill to do this job, will be replaced by something cheaper. So, I mean, get used to it. Y'all don't like it, go get a master's degree in college and get back to me later. And I don't mean to sound like Roy this morning, but I mean, what are we really talking about? Yes, you guys can make money. Yes, I know how to make money. Yes. But understand, you can wake up tomorrow and there will be no more apps for human beings, or for whatever reason, or the government will snap out of it and say, we're not being bribed enough by these companies because every one of you are illegal. And the government turns their back. Who knows, Cray? So that's my whole point. Are they eventually going to have everything? Yes, you're never going to have to leave your house, and everything's going to come to you. And then it'll be the final nail in the coffin of society as we know it. It's already bad enough where nobody even knows anybody in real life. So it'll just be the final notch. Or the world could come to an end, Cray, where global warming or civil unrest or another pandemic can make it so you're not allowed to leave your house, and we're just being prepped for the inevitable, where only robots will be able to survive in the atmosphere. I mean, who the fuck knows? But right now, we're talking about something that's the inevitable. We are disposable and dispensable, and every time you join a program, every time that you buy into I need my higher acceptance rate, every time that you think that I'm going to take this order because there's a $2 quest and the $2 will make it worth my while, then you're just buying into it. So who cares? Is that too negative this morning?
Always cherry pick the beacon of positivity in the gig economy. But I needed you. I needed that take on it, okay?
Right,
because I didn't know how to word it. And you've been doing this podcast for like so long, so yeah, I didn't know how to word it. The other side.
See what I'm saying? And I'm not being disrespectful to anybody. Like I said, I'll go back to use. I gotta quote Pedro. There's a 1% of gig workers out there that know how to support themselves, whether it's a program I agree with or not, whether it's a Top Dasher or a tier program or Diamond or whatever. If you can support your family doing it, then go ahead and do it.
For now.
You know, so for now, but understand that tomorrow you might have nothing. You're nothing. Look what Uber Eats did with the last update, those bastards, with this exclusive, non-exclusive. They're going to make it so all orders are going to really be Trip Radar. Well, good for them. I got better things to do. I will go work at Chipotle and hand somebody a bag before I take a Trip Radar. I've taken 2 in 2 years just to see. So now every one of my orders is going to be Trip Radar. Right.
I've never taken a Trip Radar. They're that bad. Like, I literally saw a $6.08 offer for 29.3 miles. That's how bad it is. So never. Ever.
Right. But now this is this new thing where Bobby acts like he doesn't understand it. Well, why does it say exclusive? Exclusive means it's going exclusively to your phone. It doesn't mean it's a good order. It doesn't mean you're special. Because guess what? Especially in my area in South Florida, where every loser needs an extra dollar to get by because the cost of living is so high. Nobody has an education where I live. Everybody's from another country, and I'm not being prejudiced or racist, but there's very little options for a huge amount of my community. There are people that don't have a choice. Cray has a choice. I have a choice if I really fucking want to be motivated, obviously. Don't get into it. But you know, these people don't have choices, so they will take the shitty order. You know, they don't have a choice. So.
And Heidi, yeah, you're right. A regular W-2 treats people as disposable too. You're right. Companies have no loyalty, only to themselves, only to their money.
Okay, But
Right.
let
It's
me, I
not just
can't
the
believe I'm
US,
sticking
it's
up.
every company.
But let me explain to you,
Yeah.
you have rights as an employee, Cray. You have some sort of recourse. You get to stand up for yourself at some point. You have workman's comp, you have the government behind you. Your grandparents fought for employee rights so you wouldn't be in a sweatshop, in Chicago somewhere in a basement being told that you're working for whatever we say. There are rules. And we don't have those
Yeah.
rules. So to say that I can
Yeah.
be shit on by a W-2 just as much, of course, but you have something, unless you're in California like Heidi and have at least Prop 22 that does something for you, then what the fuck? You might as well be working in China making my goddamn Nike shoes. You have no rights as a gig worker and you're proud of it and you think that, oh, well, we have to preserve it. No, they're not. You're not going to preserve anything. There's nothing to preserve. You don't have a job. They can just flip a switch and say, suspicion of fraud. You're off the platform. Well, do I have any recourse? No.
Can you tell me why you did it? No.
You,
Was it, which
you're
order was
breaking
it?
up.
No.
Right. Why?
Yeah.
No. Suspicion of fraud. Just like it's
And
the same thing with
they won't go into
YouTube.
detail.
How many times am I going to lose my modem? How many times can Always Cherry Pick lose his monetization based on reused content when I don't have any reused content? But what am I supposed to do? That's what YouTube says. It's the same as suspicion of fraud on these apps. They don't have to give you a reason. You're living in their world. It's not your world. You're not in control of anything other than paying your gas bill, paying for your car insurance, paying for your brakes, paying for your shit, and when you get in an accident, not even being covered. So you tell me all the money they're saving when Cray does an order today, based on her expenses, opposed to paying for a drone and having somebody fly the damn drone. The drones don't fly them damn self. They're not going to let a drone let the GPS do it for decades because it's going to crash into a real airplane and kill everybody. It's gonna crash into a school. It's going to crash into the third story of a school and start a fire and kill all the children. I mean, it's going to have to be manned. So someone's going to have to be sitting in front of a computer in a little cubicle somewhere doing this for a long time before they're going to trust it.
Okay.
So that's just my opinion. In the meantime, why can't I pay Bobby to sit in front of a corner on his dime like a free worker? We're all on call for free until we push accept. Why do I have to have a drone? I can have ignorant people do it for less money and they can pick up the tab.
Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, it is
For
kind of
some
ridiculous
reason,
the
Craig-
amount of time between
Right,
orders
Craig,
that we
for some
sit
reason-
there. It is. I hate it.
Right. For some reason, real quick, I don't mean to mess up your rhythm, but when I was listening on my phone, you didn't sound crackly, and now that I'm up on StreamYard, it is. So I hope you sound okay to them. Maybe it's me. Just a little bit. Not bad. But you sounded really good on my phone, and now you don't now that I'm up here. Hector, I'm not sabotaging the shit. Hector's going to say, see, that's what you let for having... Hector's going to accuse me of sabotaging.
You can go sabotage Hector's StreamYard later on. Have a little 420 or something like that. You just go
He
up there.
got so mad. Because I was looking at his clips and I guess I left one open and he started accusing me of leaving something up and putting something on there, and I have no idea what the hell he was talking about. And Hector, he's like a little, Hector is the Chihuahua that's all sped up, that just bounces around. No, Cherry. No, Cherry. Shut the fuck up, Hector. No, Cherry. I know you did it. I know you did it. I know you. Shut up the fuck up, Hector. That's why he's the little Chihuahua that Roy passed out of the picture.
Okay.
Look, everybody's calling me Michael now.
Hector,
Hey, can I... Do you see everybody with the Michael thing
Uh-oh,
lately?
here we
Like
go.
it's supposed to make me feel bad.
Here we go.
I mean, really, y'all?
Here we go. And you spelled it
Everybody
wrong.
says Michael.
Um,
Yeah, of course he did. No, he spelled it right. Because I'm dyslexic.
is it?
That's how I spell my own name. I'm dyslexic.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's. I got a little clip of Hector actually dancing. Okay, so he's venturing into hip hop, and so yeah, I just wanted to give a little promo, and yeah, let's do this. Awesome,
He's
Hector.
so cute.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
job,
Isn't
Hector.
he the? Yes, I know. Wearing a little beady hat like me and all that. Yeah, way to go. Very talented. So I don't know what everybody else's take on this, but yeah, I just wanted to like a little update.
Yeah,
He's,
I mean,
they're putting it out. They're not putting it out there. So yeah, fuck these guys.
well, like I said, everybody
So-
knows that I'm for the driver, but it's just the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the other side of the coin. Just remember, your days are numbered. I've been in so many industries, Cray, where, you know, I've been phased out by technology. You know,
Yeah.
I can't talk about it because I'll dox myself. But you know, when I'm a realtor, oh my God, don't come get me in Green Acres, Florida. But anyways, when I first started being a real estate agent, Cray, they had just phased out the phone book. And there used to be a phone book that would come out from the MLS, and it would print all the listings and all the information. If you didn't have that phone book, then you didn't have any information. Then they like had just like a couple years before had that was the only way. Then they made computer systems in the MLS online. And then little by little, as technology grew, every way that I could make a living was taken away by the internet, taken away by things. I had the same problem in other industries I'm not going to discuss. So this is not a thing. It's not only gig workers. Yes, it's a W-2 too, where there used to take a room full of employees to accomplish something. Now it's a closet with a bunch of servers and computers in it with an AI doing the same thing 60 people used to do. So yes, we're all being phased out. And it's nothing surprise. I mean, if you ever talk to a career counselor in high school, even 30 years ago, they said, hey, don't do manual labor. It's a short-term thing. You need to do technology. You need to do the future. And we all said, yeah, whatever. I want to be a fireman. People will always die in fires. Or yeah, I want to be this. Or yeah, I want to be that. But okay, great. But understand that technology is going to take your profession away at some point. Every profession.
And every
Wait
company
till that.
is like
Right. And guess what happened?
So they get this kind of manager, they get that kind of manager, and then on downward. So yeah.
Right. And we all think that
Won't be
medical is
phased out.
safe because a person has to. You're not going to, your medical will be phased out to an extent where when you check into the emergency room, it's going to be a television monitor and a camera, and you're going to fill out your own shit as you're bleeding to death. They have I go to Taco Bell and there is no employee. You have to order on a goddamn machine, and the people do not talk to you. When you ask them for something, they say, "Why are you talking to me?" So obviously, it's all going to be that way. When the self checkouts came, cray, you know, you're familiar with it. What did everybody do? A lot of people revolted and said, I will not do this. I don't want to take away a job from somebody, and I am paying full price. Why am I doing somebody else's job? Now we are trained because we don't want to talk to the low IQ asshole, and I don't want some dirty motherfucker that's scratching their snatch to touch my belongings. So I will go to the self-checkout now. But I got trained. I used to never do it. I gotta go.
Oh, who's this? Uh-oh. All right.
Hey, what's up,
Hi,
y'all?
Roy.
Hey, I just
How you
wanted to jump in
doing?
and say, I just wanted to jump in and say hi. I don't want to get accused or be trying to take over your shit. But
What?
yeah, I'm just on my. You know how motherfuckers thinking me and Cherry try to take over people's shit. You know how it goes.
Uh,
No,
okay.
I just wanted to come and say hi. I'm on my way. I'm picking up for something for Sunday's live stream. So I just want to come and say hi. You know, I support your channel. So
Oh,
I gotta say.
awesome.
Roy,
Okay, so what time?
is it got
Speaking of
to?
support, what time are you
No,
going
hold
live
on.
on
I have
Sunday
to
night?
know what's. I don't
What?
care. I want to
What?
know what he's getting. Give me a clue. I want to know what he's getting. I need a clue. Don't give it away, but I need a clue.
I'm picking up something to do a giveaway on Sunday's live stream.
Ooh.
Is it live? Are you gonna give away a frog? Are you gonna give
Oh,
away a frog?
yeah, that's it. I'm gonna fucking send it through the mail. What the fuck, dude? Really?
UPS. UPS.
UPS no longer. UPS doesn't ship live animals like that. But
Listen, you're gonna
no,
smash the frog and put it in a regular envelope. You're gonna say, "I never said I was gonna give you a live frog."
yeah, I'm gonna go buy a frog. I'm gonna put in some resin, and that way you have a fucking paperweight for your desk. No, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's going to be a giveaway for Sunday's live stream, and it'll be a surprise, bitch. Settle down. It's only one day away.
All right. What time are you? What time will this? What time will this be?
What
Go
time?
ahead and cut the promo.
Well, my fucking live stream is 6 o'clock. It'll be sometime within the live stream. I'll do it.
Okay, so 6
9
p.m.
o'clock Eastern,
Las
Craig.
Vegas
9
time.
o'clock
Yeah,
our time. 9
9
our time.
o'clock Eastern. Yep, 9
Yeah.
o'clock Eastern. And yep. So yeah, everybody doing a giveaway tomorrow. So yeah, tune in to Real Talk with Frank on Sunday night. So,
Yeah,
ooh,
so I
it's
just
Sunday
want to come in.
too, right? So I'll be off work. All right,
Yeah.
thank you, Roy. I appreciate the support. And no, you're not taking over
Hey,
my
no,
live stream. I don't know what time.
You know what?
You're always welcome. You're
The
always
drama,
welcome here.
the drama and bullshit going on lately. Yeah, I don't want.
Yeah,
I'm part of it.
this is an open panel. You've been on every one of my shows, so I mean I don't understand. But yeah,
And I know because I'm fucking special like that, but because I'm an actual true supporter, not a fly by night, type person. You
yeah.
know how that goes. But
Okay,
no,
no
I
problem.
just-
But
Wow, Roy, that was just so like I'm special like that. You said it with such confidence. I'm special like that.
fuck yeah, I'm special, motherfucker. I wake up every day, and when I look in the mirror, I say, "Damn, you the special one." That's right. I'm like Neo, bitch. I am the one. So it's all good. I can proudly say that. Remember when Morpheus in the Matrix says, "He is the one." That's me. That's the way I look at it. That's me.
Roy.
Don't be jealous, Jerry. Come on now.
No, don't be jealous, but you see that
Yeah.
Roy and I are up here supporting Cray. Is Poppy, is Hector? No, he's not because he's selfish. Hector's selfish.
Right. That little chihuahua, he's probably too busy chewing on a bone or something. I don't know. It's called
Yeah.
Epstein. He's probably too busy chewing on Epstein's
No, he's
bone.
probably with Epstein. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's probably with Epstein.
he's chewing.
Yeah.
He's chewing on Epstein's bone. That's what he's doing. Let's
Poor
see.
Hector.
Roy is the one that smells like cigarettes and butt crack. The only thing smelling like butt crack is your upper lip when you're sucking on Epstein's asshole. So sorry, bro. You got that twisted. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Oh shit! Oh god. So
Hey Josh. Hey Josh, I don't like anybody. Josh. You can come up here if it'll make you comfortable. I'll step down. I mean, you can come up here and talk.
No, Cherry doesn't even like me. Okay.
Guess what? Cherry doesn't like me. Join the fucking club, Josh. Jeez.
The club is ever growing. Cherry's dislikes grow faster than technology. Okay, so if
Yeah.
that gives you any inclination of what it's really like, yeah. So, um, dang.
I
Um,
love BK. I love all of you. Cherry loves you all, my children. I mean, come on, relax.
oh my lord. Oh, I can't believe this. Yeah. I hopefully the giveaway is not a fraud. Roy did put it out there. It's not a live fraud. You don't have to worry about a box being sent to you with little holes on the side or anything like that that says live animal or whatever they used to do. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna tune in. I'm off Sunday and Monday night, so yeah, I'll be in there. What's up, Dan? Let me
Yeah,
make
I
sure
mean,
you have a yeah,
people
you got it
send
registered.
animals in the mail, by the way. You know, people do send animals in the mail.
How? I don't understand. Okay, I probably
God,
don't
I'm
want to
gonna
know. I
tell on
probably don't want to
myself.
know. I don't
Listen,
know.
listen, listen. One of the biggest
What did you
businesses of smuggling.
do?
No, I never did it, but I knew people that did it way back in the day, like a long time ago. They would take
Oh, you're a
parrots and they
smuggler. I
would.
knew there was a reason why you lived in South Florida. You're one of
Yeah, well,
those.
this is
Okay, go ahead.
actually by Hector. They
I
actually
knew it.
take parrots and exotic birds and they sedate them and put them in tubes and then they line their jackets, line cars with them. So that's how these parrots get into the country that don't belong here. So apparently somebody told me that they do it with animals sometimes, and most of the time they're dead, but they don't care if they die along the way. If 10 of them make it out of 1,000, then they're happy. And they send animals, they sedate them and send them in the mail and just hope that they survive. And they usually don't, but they don't care. But that's one way to smuggle animals into the country from Mexico is to sedate them, put them in tubes, and then walk across.
Yeah, Vinny. Yeah, I know you're going to say is Escobar. If that rings a bell, and that's why it says. Now, I've seen ours, all of them, every single episode. I love it. But yeah. But yeah, I know that animal smuggling and stuff going on because in Hawaii, like reptiles and rodents aren't allowed. Like you don't go to jail if you get caught with one. You go straight to prison. Like that's how it is there. Um, they don't want a big problem with all these animals and stuff like that. So when I came to Florida and I saw like roadkill, I saw armadillo or whatever those are called, and yeah, I was blown away because I never seen anything like that. Those, they're not allowed on in Hawaii. So yeah, big culture shock there when I
Yeah,
got
Cray,
here.
I
I was like,
just
what?
checked. I just went to my phone and you are breaking up completely. Like I can hear every third, fourth word.
Oh,
Now
okay.
they're saying
Sorry.
it
Let
in
me
the
go back.
chat. I thought it was just me on StreamYard because you were good and you're not. So you okay? Fix it or refresh yourself or something. We'll give her a minute. Oh shit, Heidi's here. Let me put you up, Heidi. Good morning. How are you?
What's up, guys? Hey, Roy. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but Cray's having problems. So she just stepped down to refresh. So let's see how she
back.
sounds. Cray, try it again.
Is it a little better?
I still heard a crack on the little, and then better when you sung it sounded okay. So speak a little more.
Oh, I'm afraid to. Fucking StreamYard.
It's better. It's still a little messed up, but it's a little better.
I actually hear you perfectly.
Holy crap.
Oh
Okay.
no, then it's
What's up, Heidi?
It's okay.
Okay. Gotcha. StreamYard is far from let's see a little bit and find out through it. But yeah. So, what's up? How's it going?
Maybe try going out and coming back in. That's usually what me and Double M and everyone do. We'll come out and come back in. It usually will fix it. Sometimes it takes one or two times.
But
Something's
her-
up. Like I said, when I heard her when I was driving, it was fine, and then when I came up on the StreamYard, it got choppy. So I don't know what's going on with her.
It's
I
StreamYard.
really don't.
it's probably like, we don't want this fucker on our channel. Get him off.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, Roy, last week when it happened and I came up here, Hector immediately called me and said, "You're sabotaging her channel, Cherry." And I was like, "Go fuck yourself, Hector. I'm not sabotaging shit."
he's the last one to be talking about sabotaging anything. Like his live streams run all that or something. Like, come on, man.
They're barely listenable. I mean, did you hear them?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. The other day when he had Wendy on there, you would thought that motherfucker was talking from the back bedroom and shit. Like, damn, turn up your mic, motherfucker. Do something.
Did you hear the change in Bobby's voice? He got like so creepy, like, "Hey Wendy, I want to ask you something." Like, I was like, "What a creeper, Bobby." I mean, wow, Bobby. It was really weird. You're really creepy, Bobby. Don't ever say I'm the creep. You're the creep, Bobby. But anyways, Heidi, this is, you know it, that you're going to have drones before us because you're in California and that's where all this shit happens. You know that it's not realistic anytime soon on any way, shape, or form that a robot's taking our jobs. It's just not going to happen.
No, we already have robot servers in some of the restaurants here that still need assistance from the waitresses, by the way. We have drones in downtown LA. We have atomic cars already that drive a loop
All right, how about now?
to Santa Monica and back. So they're already here. But people, one, are afraid to take them. They're limited. Even the atomic car, they have to follow a very certain track. They don't trust the GPS on those things. I wouldn't either. And frankly, I'm not going to step 1 foot in one. Recently, they actually had to take the whole fleet down because a hacker hacked into the driver of the car. So, yeah, is it going to take over everything completely? Not anytime soon. I'm literally not worried. Probably not in our lifetimes. So, it's not something we're going to have to worry about. But I wanted to actually put it out there. Anyone doing gig work, and it's a good point, that you say that there's no loyalty in these gig apps. There's not. And that's the same thing can be said true for W-2s. I've been laid off from more big, giant W-2s than, I care to even go over. All I can tell people is whether it's a gig work W-2, have your arbitration agreements, read them. I know it's boring as hell. Read them, know where you stand. I've been deactivated off 2 platforms. Recently, it took me 3.5 months of fighting with Spark. But after filing arbitration, not only am I back on the platform, but I got a payout. So it is possible. So don't buy into you do not have any retaliation or any pull with the gig apps. You do, but you have to be intelligent about it. And you have to be prepared ahead of time. Document things you do. Make sure you have a copy of that arbitration agreement because after something goes down, they're not going to give it to you. So you have to be prepared beforehand and just be smart about it and be prepared to go the legal route. So that's all I'm going to say. Most people aren't willing to do that legwork, but don't ever tell you don't have a leg to stand on or you can't battle them because you can.
Well, I didn't realize that. I talked to Sensi in the middle of the night, and I didn't realize that he's documenting, his acceptance rate with Uber. So he came up and explained it to me, but he has no recourse because he's not an employee. So he actually sent an email to the Department of Labor, and they said, "We're sorry that you're getting screwed over, but we can't help you."
Oh, no,
So
the Department of Labor, no. But you do have recourse. Just like Spark. I couldn't go to the Department of Labor. Of course not. I couldn't get an employee attorney because you're considered a 1099, contractor. They won't take it on. You can still take them on. There's arbitration. You could file lawsuits. You can absolutely still take them on. I have, and I've won. So is it easy? No. Is it a pain in the ass? Would it have been easier probably for me just to walk away and do other stuff? Probably. But that's not my personality. If I feel like I've been wronged,
Right.
it's just the morality of it.
Well, part of it is, Heidi, like you said, people don't take the time to understand the rules. When they said we're not allowed to sue, we're allowed to do arbitration. When they said that we're not allowed to do arbitration, they're saying that we can't do it as in a class action suit, but you can singly still do it.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And their whole point of saying that you can't sue is bullshit too. So if you can't win under arbitration, and this is just the paralegal in me talking, is you can still actually file on them, and with the reasoning that you were coerced into signing it. You wanted to work for them. The only way to work for them was to agree to their arbitration, so they forced you to do it. You can still sue their ass. So all of that legal jargon half the time is just to scare people away and deter it from happening.
Well, yeah. I mean, Heidi, I used to sign non-compete clauses in other companies. And then one day a company challenged me, and I actually went to a thing where the judge looked at him and said, he has a right to work. Nothing you're doing is proprietary. He didn't have a management level position. He's allowed to do that somewhere else. So, I mean, people think that because they sign something, it means obviously that the company has a lawyer or whatever, but and that's an instance where it happened to me, where somebody said, no, you can't do this in this area because you signed a piece of paper. And I said, I didn't know I even signed it, and I have a right to work. So it all got thrown out. So yeah. It's exactly what you're saying. Most people don't know. They're like, oh, well, if a company had me sign this and they're telling me that they're going to uphold it now against me, you assume that they're right, and they may not be. They may not have a leg to stand on.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, would it be worth it if you know, a gig decided to shut me down and fight for it? Depending on what it's probably not. I'd probably just move. That's why I tell people multi-app. Don't just be dependent on one gig app. These gig apps have no loyalty like most companies do. So, but would it be ultimately worth it? Probably not. But if that's something that you may think could come down the pipeline, it can happen to anybody. I tell people, I'm a firm, get off the Kool-Aid of the gig apps or whatever company you work for. Keep an eye on it and document everything going on, because you never know when you're going to need it. And hopefully you never need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it later. So
that's awesome.
That's all I'm going to tell people. Just educate yourself from the get-go. You know, you're excited to be on these apps. You know, maybe you're, a veteran gig and you're over it, but whatever stage you are in these apps, just get off the Kool-Aid and make sure you're covering your own ass along the way.
CYA, cover your ass, everybody. But yeah, that you're awesome, Heidi. Thank you for your insight. I appreciate that. A lot of times I look up the research and I put in all these hours and when it comes to wording everything, like especially the way that you just worded it, that's where, I'm obviously going to struggle, being new at this. But yeah, your take and Cherry's take, it's invaluable, because I really want to put this information out for all of the gig workers out there. It's really important for us to know these things. Sometimes it's not as simple as just picking up and dropping off, right? There's all these inside things that, would also help, especially the new drivers out there that don't know any better. A lot of us do. So you guys have both been doing this a long time, and people in the chat as well have been doing this for years. And the information that you guys are putting out there to help the gig economy as a whole, it's priceless. So, I appreciate both of you coming up. I thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Like, too bad he isn't here, but if you guys ever, I don't know how many of you know Rideshare Trickster, but I think it was like last year or the year before. I want to say within the last 2 years, and he filed a lawsuit on Uber and actually lost. And I think he actually would have won it, but he lost on the technicality of he missed something in the fine print that they, picked at and got him on. So, that's the only thing I'm going to say is just know that boring ass jargon, all the stuff people click on and never actually read, which, I'm guilty of probably 99% of the time, unless it's something important to me. But just take time, sit there, read through that boring shit, and just know where you stand on stuff, and then that's it. And hopefully nothing bad ever happens. Hopefully you never get deactivated, but, we know all the time, good drivers get deactivated for bullshit all the time that makes no sense. So.
Oh, absolutely. They'll you go to turn on your app the next day and it's a big white screen on DoorDash, and and you won't get any information. They're not going to divulge anything to you. They'll say it's suspicion of fraud or something else. Like, it can be a multitude of reasons, and they won't divulge what order you messed up on, or who said what. And it could happen to anybody, no matter how many years you've been on the platform, no matter how many orders you've taken, no matter what your acceptance rate is. It can happen to anyone. So even if I was full time, and I worked just one app, I'd be really nervous, just because they have that power over us, as drivers, as gig workers.
Yeah, and one tool, and I don't know how many people out there use it. I'm sure it's pretty well known, and I have to give kudos to Double M for this one, because she's the one that turned me onto this app, and it's free. It's called the timestamp camera. So I don't know how many of you out there are using it, but that thing right there will save your ass. When you get orders, you take a screenshot of the order when it comes in. I know it sounds tedious. Just keep it in your phone. You deliver the order. Timestamp camera is going to timestamp the address, the date and the time, the location. And what I usually do is I keep things for about 30 days. So if anything like that happens, you have recourse to bounce back and be like, okay, what day, what time? And if they won't give it to you, then you bombard them with the whole list. Here's all my deliveries for this time period. Show me where I didn't deliver something. And when you start shoving hard evidence in their face, you'll be really surprised how fast it turns around.
Wow. So what's it called again?
It's called timestamp camera, and I know for sure it's for iPhone, and I'm pretty sure it's for Android too, because I think Double M uses Android. But it's absolutely free, and you know what? It's free. You might as well use it. You're taking the pictures anyway. And what I like about DoorDash is if you use the timestamp camera, you can actually use that as your upload picture to DoorDash too. So right there, you're already giving them the confirmation. It's confirming the address, time, and all that good stuff. So it leaves very little wiggle room for them to say, oh, the driver ate my stuff, or I didn't get my stuff, or it was misdelivered. It just really, and I do that with Spark too. So what I'll do with Spark is after I make a delivery, I'll take, my timestamp camera. I'll take the regular one with Spark app, because you can't upload that one to Spark. But then I always follow it up to the customer, and I'm like, your order's been delivered. Thank you very much. And I give them the delivery picture with the timestamp camera picture. And that's eliminated. I haven't had one customer claim that they didn't get something or something was broken. Like, that just eliminated it across the board. I haven't had one of those complaints ever since.
Yeah, I remember being up there with you and Double M, and she was showing me pictures of how she does her Instacart deliveries. She lays everything out so everything's in plain sight in the picture, and the customer's address number or whatever, so there's no mistaking that they didn't get all of their stuff. Like, it's there in the picture in plain sight. So yeah, Double M's really, really good at covering her tracks when she does these. Is it Sam's Club?
Instacart. I think Costco. Yeah,
Costco, that's right.
When I do the Walmart shops, I don't even get the bags anymore. The first thing I do is I hightail it over to the toilet paper section, and I hijack some boxes. And then I shop it in boxes. I take pictures of it in the cart in the store, so that they can't come and say, oh, you had other things in the cart that weren't Spark. And then once at the customers, I take it again, and you lay it out so you can literally see everything in that picture. So I dare a customer to claim that they didn't get anything.
Well, thank you for clearing out the empty cardboard out of the toilet paper section. I mean, it's free labor, so yeah. Hey, anybody can do it. Go ahead, yeah. Great.
I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody, and I'm going to sound like a priss, and you're going to say it's easy for you, but I have over 30-something thousand deliveries, food deliveries only. That's not restaurant deliveries. And I have only been accused twice of not delivering the food, one on DoorDash and one on Uber Eats. And the reason why is I don't take trash customers. So a guy you're pulling up to a $900,000 condo is not going to care to try to get over on you to get free food. So, and they're not going to care. They have a business to run. They don't care that you forgot 3 Chick-fil-A sauces and they're going to give you a 1-star. So it eliminates so much just by you choosing what customer you take.
Well, that might be easy for you, but over in California, where it feels like you're driving down and you're on a set of The Walking Dead because you have so many freaking meth heads around, you don't have that much choice unless I want to drive 2 hours down to the beach and service the beach communities, which I love. I loved working those, but I'm not close enough to burn that gas. So I have to deliver to each and every customer, whether it's a high-end customer or the one that's going to accuse you of stealing your Taco Bell. So
right now, Heidi, obviously I live in South Florida where there's literally a slum right next to a multi-million-dollar house a block away. So it's easy for me to I just ignore those people. No offense to them, but I'm 15 minutes from Donald Trump's house, and I'm 15 minutes from the polo capital of the world. Why would I deliver to my own neighbors when I can deliver to millionaires and billionaires all day? So I guess I'm unique in that way.
Well, you're lucky enough to have them close by. I used to live in LA, and that was my primary delivery. And trust me, I love the beach cities. They tip better, bigger orders, less problems, but not everybody has that luxury.
No, I agree with you, but that's just that I said it. I prefaced it up front. That's me being a priss, and I'm not saying that you all have the same situation as me, but
no, that's not being a priss. Because if I was close enough to those beach cities when I was, that was my go-to. And so, I mean, that makes total sense. If that's close enough to you, no, there's nothing wrong with taking the higher paying cities. I would totally do it.
I mean, Heidi, I have people, you have things saying, please don't ring the bell, my dogs will bark. I have notifications saying, please make sure the gate's closed so my 15 polo ponies don't get out. So if you can have 15 horses, you're rich enough to give me a $50 tip, So it's just me. And somebody's going to say, well, I delivered to a rich person once and they only tipped me $3. Yeah, but the odds are in your favor that it's not going to happen all the time.
Oh, no. And some rich people will never tip you because they're tight asses. Or you'll get a really nice rich person like I had 4 days ago that handed me a $150 tip. So it just depends on the person. And, and that in their character. And, like poor people tip way more than rich people. So it's tipper or non-tipper, I don't think really matters on how much money they have. I think it matters on their character. And if it's in their character to do it and they have the money to give, there you go.
Well, I mean, Heidi, there's the little toggle switch for Uber Eats now because I don't do regular Uber where I can accept under 18 people's orders, children. And I'll be honest with you, those are some of the best tips if they're in the right neighborhood because those kids were taught by their parents at a young age, that even if I got bad service, this is a worker, I'm still going to give 20% even though the waitress stunk. Or even though I didn't get my food, I'm not going to reduce the tip. It's not the guy's fault. They get taught a certain way that it's only respectful to give money to the worker. So it's funny that I shut it off during the day because twice I've had to go to a school and get in trouble where the person says, say you're my dad at the administration. And I'm like, So I learned it happened twice where I'm, trying to get these kids their food and I'm being all covert, and it's in a school. And obviously they have high security in schools because of stuff. So I shut it off during the day sometimes, but at night I make a lot of money on Uber delivering to rich kids.
Okay, just a joke because I can't help it. You got to be careful. Don't get that on camera. You end up at Maury's with some kid claiming you're their daddy because he's a
yes. Heidi, it happened to me. I get this text message. I get a message on the way and it says, can you please say that you are the parent of? And I was like, come on. So I'm like, all right. And I go and they were having some event. And all of a sudden this little girl says, hey, it's me. And I was like, are you crazy? She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. You're so sweet. Thank you. And I give it to her. And I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable because of that reason, Heidi. I'm like, I'm on camera. The school security could grab me. You know what I'm saying? And then it happened a second time where it was a private school and there's a guard gate, and they said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I think I'm dropping off the kids." And it said the uniform is gray shirts and a skirt at this uniform for the girls. And I said, it says to go to this building and look for the two girls in the gray shirt. So they've had security follow me in a Jeep, and when I handed it to them, they got caught getting lunch on campus. So, I mean, it's weird. It's weird, Heidi. Yes, I agree with you. It's not a joke. I'm uncomfortable doing that. So I remember to shut that off. I don't do lunches for kids. I'll do dinners for kids.
Yeah,
It's
no, that
different,
would make
yes.
me uncomfortable too. You know, all jokes aside, I would be very, very uncomfortable with that because I could go all kinds of sideways.
Right, especially me, even though I'm separate. But I mean, I have all these videos and comments saying that I like underage, the persona of Cherry. So the two don't mix, for that reason also. I don't need the hassle, you know what I mean? It's not worth it. But yeah, it's a good little trick because like I said, at night, I get some pretty good Uber Eats orders from some rich kids, And and if you're worried about your safety or that they'll accuse you of anything, every rich person has 13 cameras that hit you before you even get to the front door. So everything's being recorded. It's not like, just don't go in their house, don't say anything disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, and be on your way.
Don't eat their French fries. Don't poop in the trash cans.
Yeah.
All those
That-
damn things we see on TV.
I forgot about that poor woman that had that accident in California.
What accident in California?
The lady was dropping an order off and she had diarrhea and she actually pooped in the lobby of a apartment, an upscale apartment. I think
A
Brentwood.
lobby. She
Are
picked
you
the trash
serious?
can. She sat on the trash can and took a poop, and the whole camera. She had, I think, just delivered, which is kind of sad because at that point it's not like she delivered it with dirty hands or poop, and the food was already gone, I think, and she just stopped in the lobby and like pooped in the trash can.
Oh,
And
that's
it got really graphic, Cray, where it like dripped down her and it was like a mess.
okay, stop. I haven't even had breakfast yet. Oh my God. No,
Right,
you
but
know
here's
what?
the thing. They made it out, and I feel bad for the lady. They made it out like she was vandalized. She had a bad stomach, and she didn't do it on purpose. She wasn't being disrespectful. She had an issue, and yes, it's disgusting, but it's not like she did it on purpose.
Still.
But it became a big deal. It was all in the news, and it was a huge deal.
I wanted to bring up one other app that Heidi helped me with, and
The poop app,
when hold
don't
on.
poop in front of your customer's front door app.
No. It's called remember Heidi Backseat Navigator?
Oh yeah, I love that thing. I can't use it. I have my Uber.
It's the app. It's called Backseat Navigator, and it's the app that with different. I have it on Indian right now, like an Indian person or whatever.
Oh no.
And it cusses at you as you drive. And when I'm not on stream or whatever, and I'm doing like just a catering or whatever, I use that particular GPS to get me to where I want to go, and it's just hilarious. So you can choose choose from different accents, and as you're driving, it'll cuss at you, and it's awesome. But yeah, Heidi let me know about that app, and her and Double M. Double M is the reason why her people like her and Hector and people that I've met in the Instacart community have helped me through getting more comfortable delivering people's groceries and picking people's produce out and everything like that. They've just been so helpful and instrumental in that, because in the beginning I was not comfortable at all, especially when it comes to produce and all that. That was like my weakness. But when I went to Heidi's channel when she was live, I'd go and I'd ask them questions, and they were so nice to me. First of all, they didn't really know me that much, but thank you very much. I never got a chance to thank you or Double M for helping me out, because now I'm a superstar shopper, and yeah, I do really good with it. And it's made me a lot more money than me, picking up and dropping off, Chick-fil-A, in between breakfast and lunch, So I never got a chance to thank you, but I do
Oh,
want to
no.
take that opportunity now. You and
Yeah,
Double
no.
M, thank you so much.
My pleasure. No, if anyone ever needs shopping or how to pack it or how to organize it, Double M is the one to go to. And when you want shenanigans and know how to find the loopholes and get around the apps and do stuff, then you come to me on that one. So we make a pretty good team.
I
Yeah.
want to thank Double M for rupturing my eardrums for all these years. Thanks, Double M.
Well, you didn't do
What?
that good of a job because you still hear us.
barely. I'm like, damn, Double M, I can't hear.
Okay,
I actually
so
talked to Sensi last night for the first time in a while, and he was so quiet. It was late, so he didn't even hardly scream. I was like, "Why are you so quiet, Sensei?"
all right, so I just put the link in the chat to Heidi's channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to her, turn on all notifications, because she is just she's a pioneer in this community. She's been around a lot longer than most people. So yeah, subscribe to her and go and hang out one day. And if you have any questions about anything, she also does rideshare. She does Walmart Spark. What are the other apps you do? You do Uber, right?
Oh shoot! Let's see. Spark, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Roadie. I think that covers all of them right now. I think those
Okay.
them are on that are still in existence.
But yeah, give her some love and support, everybody. She definitely deserves it. But
Heidi
I'm gonna.
is
Hey, Marion.
Heidi is the first California person going live. If any, she's up when I'm up and still drinking my coffee. Some mornings she's up 7 o'clock my time or 8 o'clock my time, which is obviously still the next day, the day before where she is. She usually goes live very early.
And once again, Roy's having his giveaway live stream tomorrow. On the West Coast, it'll be 6 p.m. On the East Coast, it'll be 9 p.m. But it's hitting 11 o'clock, and I know how you guys are about lunchtime on the weekends. I will not hold you up. But thank you for everybody that came up on panel. I love you all, and thank you so much for the support. Everybody in the chat, Heidi, Cherry, and Roy, if you can hear me. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys.
Have a good weekend, Craig.
All right, you too.
Everybody, I'm not gonna say anything.
Go ahead.